Hi everyone, welcome back to Spiritual Growth Tarot. I'm Denise and this reading is for Donald John Trump's Saturday, November 21st, 2020. Okay, so the forces in motion in his life, his challenges, what he's planning, what he's doing, the karma that's hanging over him. What are his real feelings and his future? Okay, and then I'll do the Lenormand after. Okay, so with the forces in motion, so he's plodding along. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and as you can see, it's movement, fire, but it's grounded, earthly. It's any fire card will have the element of movement. So this is the meaning, of course, of moving forward for money, because that's how he rolls. It's always about money and more money. I don't know what else to say about it, because that's just what he does. His entire identity is based in how much money he has. Okay, so this could also be, it's possible also that he has some practical plans going on for the way that he wants to move forward. I mean, it's possible that this is a job offer, once he leaves. It's definitely the card of persistence and, just like I said, plodding along. You keep on plodding along, going for what you want. It can also have the element of a few loyal people, or the loyalty that he does have. But let's see what challenges. Well, okay, so with the Magician, and of course, it's ruled by Mercury, so that's Gemini and Virgo. The Magician, it's like, you have everything you need in order to create the reality that you want. And within reason, you can create anything that you want. Within reason, like I said. It's the, as above, so below card, or as within, so without. But this is his challenge. And we all know that he doesn't tell the truth and he lies. So that's his challenge is can he really create that new reality that he wants? Okay, and then what he's planning, well, with the King of Cups, the kings always bring the element of air in, so that it's you can look at structure and strategy, things like that. He's looking for support. He's looking for people that care. The King of Cups is actually like a really positive card if you or I to get it, because it's all about emotional intelligence and somebody who really cares. This is the card of doctors and lawyers, attorneys, businessmen, but it brings in that caring, quality to it. So again, somebody that's generous and somebody who's loyal. So he's looking to someone who's really loyal. That's interesting. Then what he's doing with the Queen of Cups, my goodness, wow. So this is, like I said, the element of water and water. So it's like all the queens, you call it water and water, because not all the queens water, but all the let me rewind for a moment. All of the queens have the element of water, just to remind us that they are receivers. It's receptive energy. This particular queen, it's like double water. Very, very, very perceptive and receptive. So I can't say with just these cards yet what he's actually planning and doing, other than to get people who really are extremely loyal and, you know, that care about him, which of course is all about the money. So I'm just going to leave these here for a little bit, and we'll see what comes through with the Lenormand to give us more details. Okay, the karma that's hanging over him with the Two of Cups reversed. Well, there's that element of partnerships that aren't going well. So maybe what he's planning and doing, even though I would never see Jared or one of his sons as the King of Cups, but still, we're dealing with family usually. Definitely caring relationships. And of course, the karma that's hanging over him is these relationships can't be trusted. I mean, this is Mars in Cancer, and when it's straight up, it's, you know, a lot of cardinal energy and movement, you know, coming together, two forces coming together, which creates something larger than the two. And we can see the medical, you know, the caduceus there, and the power that that brings in. With it being reversed, he's not getting he's not getting the support from the medical community that he needs. And he may have, you know, he may be having lawsuits coming down on him. It's possible that he's working with a caring attorney or two to protect his family. Because, you know, he's guilty of, he's definitely guilty of many people dying from the coronavirus because he did not bring in the elements of protection like he could have. And I've, you know, given so much voice to that every day, I feel like a broken record if I keep talking about it. So I'm just going to keep going. What are his real feelings? Well, with the Judgment card, he's wanting some type of like absolution or some type of I think he's wanting a pardon, honestly. Yeah, I think he's wanting a pardon. He's wanting, you know, this card is like, it can be like the clarion call. It's when we get it for ourselves. It's ruled by Pluto, and it's a rebirth. When we get it, it's you know, honor your call. The message is you need to honor your own call, and it's unique for each one of us. But when it comes to him, it's, you know, the traditional meaning, it is the Judgment card. So it can be a new start. It can be, what he's really wanting is a brand new start. He's wanting opportunities, of course. Does he really want transformation for his soul? I don't think he cares about that. This is really interesting that all these cards are upright. And, okay, and then the last card for his future, the Five of Pentacles, straight up. No matter what, either way, it's Mercury and Taurus, so it's a lot of thought about resources and money and what you value. When it's reversed, I mean, this card can be the card of bankruptcy and debt and being shut out in the cold, of course. When it's reversed, it doesn't take that away. It just brings in that element of, well, it can sometimes be like a new job or a new home or something, or can be recovery, but for him, his future definitely is a new home, definitely is a new job. But it's not financially good. This isn't, you know, if there's a little improvement here, you're still only starting with bankruptcy and destitution. So how would reversing it be any improvement? Really, I don't see, other than, you know, for us, he's not in the White House anymore. So okay, so I'm gonna keep these cards here in frame like I've been doing as much as I possibly can, and then I'm gonna bring in the layer the Lenormand so that we can get more information. Okay, and I'll remind you guys what these cards are again, even though I'm, you know, when I trimmed these cards down, it cut off the names. But it's okay, I know what they are. So I'll remind. Okay, so forces in motion. Give me a moment. His challenges. What he's planning. What he's doing. The karma that's hanging over him. What are his real feelings? And his future. Okay. And in case I draw a few more, I'll keep those close by. So let's see if we can fit well, let's do it this way. So with the forces in motion, in addition to the Page of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Coffin card and I forget what they named, what Ryan Edward named this card. The meaning is like shocking and sudden. Oh, it's just lightning. That's right, it's lightning. So, as far as the forces in motion, the information we have here is the movement forward towards success with the Knight of Pentacles brings an ending that is shocking. So those financial, like, future, it's not going to go well for him. The challenge for him, and this is, oh, here, I have plenty of room here. Let's bring this all the way down. There we go. So the challenge for him with, I don't remember which way those went, but it doesn't, with the Lenormand, sometimes often it doesn't really matter. You're just combining the meanings. So his new future that looks like, you know, we had there, we could clearly see that that's what was going on with all the tarot cards. His new future challenges. His new future is ending in a shocking way for him, and his challenge is that his communication and his plans, you know, that are in motion to create his whole new reality with this Magician card here, his willpower, you know, his whatever he's developing, his manifestation abilities are clouded terribly by you know, all the votes that have come in against him and for Biden with this card. But it's also, this also could be his plan to either pardon himself or get, because this is darkness here, and this could be, you know, a document that pardons. It's possible, but he can't pardon himself. I'll do a reading on that separately. I think that's probably what he's planning. But because he's been impeached, he can't, and anyway, president can't pardon themselves. and especially if they've been impeached. But he could resign at the last minute and then have a dirty backdoor deal with Pence to pardon him. Like Pence, like he would resign, Pence would step in, and then pardon him. But then again, if he does that, he's admitting guilt, and that will always ruin his reputation. That will follow him everywhere. Okay, so with his plans, well, I don't know. I suppose he's pardoning a turkey. We don't have a turkey card in this deck, but this could be, because it's birds. He could be pardoning. He could be like, planning on being the compassionate guy that pardons a turkey, and the turkey goes free. That could be what's happening this day. I don't know. I don't remember which days before Thanksgiving they do the turkey pardoning. Is it the same day, a couple days before? Maybe it varies depending on their schedule. But this could be a turkey pardoning day. Or at least he's planning it. Maybe it's tomorrow. There's that. That's a possibility. Okay, and then what he's doing, something with a woman who cares. And we have the mice, so there's a loss, or she's a thief, and it's at the White House, or it's with his family. So it may just very well be that this is he and Melania. They're at the White House and they're doing a turkey pardoning ceremony, but what's going on behind the scenes is maybe they're stealing from the White House. Maybe this is Melania, planning on stealing things from the White House, or that's actually what's happening, because this is the doing. This is what he's doing. Could be stealing from the White House with Melania from the presidential suite. Wow. Okay, so karma that's hanging down over him, of course, with the Two of Cups reversed, is the partnerships that are crooked, and it's just not going to go well. This could also be a breakup, and this could be with Melania. But there, somehow the other party's like really not interested. There's could be arguments and just drifting apart. And then we have, I think this card was first. We have the Cupid card, which has to do with being impulsive, and then with the Child card, this could be something with one of his kids, even though they're adults. Or it could be something with Baron. It could be that something isn't going well with he and Melania, and then Baron is affected. But he definitely, as far as karma goes, he has karma with being impulsive in his immaturity, because he's always going for what he wants. He doesn't think about anyone else. He doesn't think about any of his kids. They're just vehicles for him to get what he wants. That's what happens when you're just about the biggest narcissist on the planet. I don't know. Can you guys think of any bigger narcissist? I'm at a loss right now. I think he's about the biggest one, and that's what malignant narcissists do. Is they use people. They use all their relationships. Okay, and this way, I think this one came through first. So we have the Fox in combination with the Cross. Yikes. So what he's really feeling is, I think he wants to be forgiven. He wants to do his own thing. But he's really feeling like, how do I do it? How do I get what I want? How do I steal to get what I want? How do I get out from under this burden? That's what he's feeling like. I think he can feel the judgment coming down, and he's trying to figure out how to get out from under the burden. So I think this is definitely speaking to thinking of pardoning himself, along with the turkey. I mean, he's at least thinking of it. Okay, his future, maybe a small recovery financially, I don't know. But with the sun and the sun and the storks, there could be some success and some improvement. But this could also be that it's revealing some changes he's trying to make based on maybe something comes out in the news about his plans to pardon others and pardon, I mean, because during this lame duck session, we're going to see all kinds of crazy things, and diversion, distraction. We can possibly look for him to start a war in Iran, a conflict over there. He's already withdrawing troops in Afghanistan, which may or may not be a good thing. It just depends on, making sure that the ones that are cleaning up behind, that things aren't left behind, like secrets and weapons and things like that. And then again, maybe it's I am no expert on anything like that, so I have no idea if it's a good or a bad thing. Other than I'm sure there are a lot of people who would like their sons and daughters to come home. Let me have a couple more cards for his future. This for sure with his karma is definitely a loss for him and his family. And this looks like financial, something being revealed financially. Again with the illness card. And of course with the 45 on it. So maybe there's an illness. With the moon card, it can be within his family, but it can also be his reputation. So is he going to get the coronavirus again? Or is it, we already have this is an illness card here as well, the coffin. And this row is the forces in motion. And the pentacles all the pentacles rule the body. It's everything manifest and in the body. So I'm wondering if he's going to get the coronavirus again. So an illness that damages his reputation along with his bullying and his financial discretions. And the fact that he has not protected us from the coronavirus. That keeps coming through a little bit every day. We keep getting that message. I keep getting this card nearly every day. And the moon card as well. The moon card, again, I'll reiterate, is all about, your public image and your reputation. It's also, your public persona. I think it's his maybe financial kickbacks. Financial kickbacks will be revealed. He probably has stock in Moderna and Pfizer and, that remdesivir. Yeah, this guy is it's so dark. I mean, but it looks like in his future he can, it's either something to do with money from his self-dealing, financial self-dealing is going to be revealed about, you know, what he's getting because of the coronavirus, or he's going to get the coronavirus again. Wow. Okay, so let me draw some cards for us. What is it that we need to know getting through this time? And we are getting close to Thanksgiving. Okay. Oops. Ha! Doggy. Be loyal to what you love. That's right. There are so many things to love about life. So to keep focusing on the love. Yeah, so that's what it is. It's using our minds to keep focusing on all the love in our lives and all the love in the world. And thinking on your feet with the fox spirit. So that, try saying that out loud. Fox spirit. It's a little challenging. Could be a little bit of a tongue twister. Anyway, focusing on the love, using your mind. Every time, you know, negative thoughts come through, think on your feet to turn them around. To get your mind back into the love state. That's the thing. That's the message. And goodness, I mean, you know, every time we turn the news on, there's still so much going on that's really challenging, and it's painful to see the number of coronavirus cases and new deaths and the hospitals that are overloaded. Oh my goodness, like in Chicago, and what did I see this morning? It was Chicago, and I think, what was the other state? New Mexico. They were like at 90% capacity, and it's getting really scary for the nurses and the doctors and, you know, hospitals. And then in El Paso and in Texas, it's awful. So we have to focus on the love. Let's send those families love as much as we can. Every time we get into a negative place, or it's too painful to go there, instead turn it around. Like, you know, foxes in nature, they jump. They're awesome. Like, if you've ever seen any videos of how foxes can find food in the snow, they literally like jump up in the air and then like nose dive down into the snow to see if there's food down there, you know, or something that's under the snow. Maybe they're looking for little, you know, critters that are in their, you know, in their holes. I'm sure that's going on too. But anyway, they move quickly on their feet. They're very adept that way. So this tells me when a negative thought comes in, quickly turn around or move your feet in a different direction quickly, and take control of your mind and send love. Send love to these people, all these people that need it. There's so much need for love right now on the planet. And that's the focus. That's what we need to do. Let's be loyal to the love state. And if we can't find our love, if we have those moments, because we're human, we all have those moments where like you can't find love. Remember a dog that you love, or if you have a dog near you, just go to your dog or your cat or your any other pet. Or remember a pet that you had that you loved if you don't have them with you anymore. And maybe look at a puppy video or something, and then get in the love state and send that love out. And give it to yourself as well, of course. Okay, well, I feel complete now. And thanks you guys for watching. I'll be back for Sunday's reading. Okay, bye.